Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Spintwist Podcast. I'm your host, Jay from Spintwist Videos, and today I am joined once again with Spencer and Miko, and also our guest today is Moses Brown, aka Dawson Brown, and
Hey.
he's a good friend, known him for a few years, has a funny YouTube channel, and yeah.
Funny's
Well,
real.
and he was he on our side for the feuds too, man, dude. Make sure we make fun of that Jap.
We did have a few feuds. We'll probably get into that more when we actually have Daniel with us. And so it started out me and Moses were the enemies, and then we found a common enemy in Daniel.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I showed Spencer the light.
I was kind of the hitman.
Yeah, and I was the comment warrior.
The comment warrior.
That's all I did. Yeah, I went through and I was like, "Yeah, you freaks, flip flopping sides like a good guy, you know."
You freaks, dude.
Yeah, you freaks.
I didn't know Brian was in the call.
I'm 11 years old and I know how YouTube works, and you're retarded.
God, oh, dude.
You sounding like
I listened to AC/DC.
I was born in the wrong generation.
All right, you ready to start off?
Okay, yeah, let's start getting into our topics here. So first off, we have trends. Why do they exist? How do they exist? What and what? You know?
Yeah, you know?
You know?
So what do you know about it? What do you know about it, Minko?
I mean, I just know that they do exist. I mean, I'm saying it's popular fashion being mobilized by commercials or popularity. I don't really know what else.
One thing I
How
can
do trends
say.
happen?
Well, what happens is basically, like somebody famous or something will like do something. Let's talk about fashion, like a fashion trend. Like, say somebody famous will wear something, and everyone's like, "Wow, that actually looks pretty neat." And then it's like advertised and all that, and then other people will start buying it. And then other people who aren't really into all that celebrity stuff will see other people wearing it and they'll be, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll start wearing it." So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like you're getting influenced by just seeing people and how they look, you know, like, and you want to kind of get that same look, or
Well,
you kind of want to get that same feeling.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
A good example of that would be like dabbing. I forget the name of the football player, but
Cam Newton.
yeah, Cam Newton. He started that whole thing, you know, and it just caught on, and now it's just weird.
Now it's like ironic.
Now everyone does it
Now
nonstop.
it just makes me uncomfortable.
No one dabs now to be cool. They just dab. I dab all the time as a meme. I do it for the meme.
I think it's funny. People say that it's like being killed by like white people too. It's like
It really is.
You ever see that Filthy Frank video? I think he's talking about Vine. He's like, "White people, will you quit doing everything that black people do? You ruin it."
Oh, God. Well, and it reminds me of like just our trends. Sorry, back to trends. It reminds me of like cultures throughout history, and like I think that we can relate this to like why even our language, how we speak English, because it was a big popular trend to be more and more French because a lot of the wealthier people traded with the French. So you kind of wanted to talk like them in order to, you know, make more money. And so now, so now if you want to sound smart, even today, you talk more French than you do Saxon or whatever, where the original origins of English. And then it even goes into like North Africa and how that's all became Muslim. All the people there became Muslim because it just started becoming this big trend. If you want to make money with these traders from Arabia, you be their religion, and now all of North Africa is basically Muslim.
History lesson for y'all.
Yeah. Well, and it's just, I think it's just when we look at it in our generation trends, we see these like little things, but big trends that last forever, like those are actually, that's like history itself even.
Yeah, and I feel like it just comes kind of down to like we want to like improve ourselves, and we kind of just want to like try and be the best us that we can be. So like we'll see somebody else be it, and we're like, hey, you know, I think if I took this up, I could benefit greatly from it, you know.
Yeah,
so
I could be cool in school, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Trends can also be manufactured too. But before punk, the whole punk like fashion music and the whole movement was a huge thing. There's a fashion designer who he wanted to sell his clothing, and he saw that punk was going to be a big upcoming thing. So he like invented the Sex Pistols, and that's like the complete opposite of what punk is. It was all based around a corporation. So like trends can be influenced by companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can also like be like a problem when trends get to companies. That can like, well, it really depends on the company too, though, I guess. But like sometimes I feel like when a company starts trying to do a trend, that's when they're like, oh, that's not cool anymore.
When a big company uses a news page.
I guess, yeah.
Or maybe it's just the idea like they're just trying to make me do this so they can get money, not because it's cool.
This is kind of a little tangenty, but like, for instance, everybody like uses emojis, and like big corporations see like, oh, people like emojis, let's make an emoji movie. And now, but I mean that's like not a good thing. Everybody hears this. The movie is like has one trailer and it doesn't show anything, and already everyone hates it. Like, I mean, I don't think anybody really dislikes emojis, but now they're trying to make a movie.
There's already a petition to ban it.
Yeah.
To stop it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna sign. Can I sign that?
Yeah. I think that's a sign that you should like stop now. Like,
it's
stop
like,
making this movie.
Corporations are trying to become so relevant that it's just absolutely terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like they get the wrong image of us. Like they just think we're like just
super gullible.
Yeah, just super gullible or super stupid. We just have like, I don't know. I just don't understand really.
It's like when your parents try to use like slang or something.
Well, that, or even like when they're trying to use like reverse psychology, but then they tell you that they're doing reverse psychology, so you're like, hello?
Double reverse psychology.
Yeah. And now I'm just gonna sit here and look blankly at you, like, what are you? Can you stop? Nice. Is it a good thing that they exist, do you think? Do they help society? Do they do anything good?
I think it's kind of goes both ways, because at some point, like, some trends can be bad, but like at some point it's just like they're not really doing anything that's harmful, I feel like. And it's not really changing society so bad to the point where it's just, I guess, like it just makes it terrible. It just kind of, I can't really think of what I'm trying to say here.
I feel like
I don't really think it's super bad.
I feel like it has a balanced amount of pros and cons, I'd probably say.
What is it?
There are problems, but there are like benefits too, I guess. Like,
what will be benefits though?
If all the people are liking the same thing, brings them together, makes people happy. But then also people don't like it, then it starts like some feuds. So.
Trends against the trend, huh? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hipsters.
Yeah.
It can make a lot of people feel what's the word?
Unaccepted.
Yeah.
Unincluded.
Or
discluded.
There's a specific word, but basically that.
Yeah, for sure. Like a misfit or an outsider.
Yeah.
Outsider. Yeah. Okay.
Could you imagine if I showed up as a 50s nerd instead of a normal nerd? People would laugh at me and be like, "Nice costume, dude." And I'd be like, "No, this is how I dress."
Yo, they might think that's the new trend, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, ooh.
Guys.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to move on?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I think so.
All right, let's get on. We're gonna switch gears over to YouTube again because we talked about YouTube every single podcast so far. Okay, so we're going to be talking about specifically kids on YouTube this time. How, like, YouTube is not what it used to be. Its audience is pretty much completely kids now. Not completely, but it's hugely dominated by kids. And I just want to talk
especially
about,
like the comment section.
Yeah, I just want to talk
Okay.
about how this is affecting the YouTube community. What are your guys' thoughts?
Play Pokemon Go every day.
Yeah.
Well,
That's my favorite kid on YouTube.
Yeah, freaking Misha, dude.
I don't know. I feel like some people, or like all the kids. I remember when I was younger, right? And I would say stuff in the comments of like posts I didn't like or a video I didn't like, and I was like, "Yeah, my voice matters," you know. And I think that's how they feel now. Like as we're older, we know that if we put a comment, we're like the 500,000th comment, and no one's gonna care about our crap, or like we don't want to be cringy, you know, stuff like that.
Well, you remember how at the beginning I was saying, like, I'm 8 years old and I listen to AC/DC. I always wanted to have a YouTube account so I could say that.
I want to show the world that I'm better.
When I was younger, like, I wanted to do that. I'm glad I didn't have a YouTube account.
But like, now, like, we live in a generation where those kids that want to do that aren't being stopped by anything.
Yeah.
And they're doing it.
Yeah.
And they're doing much worse too. Like, remember that Liam the Gamer whole thing? That kid. Oh my
Here's
gosh.
my question. Here's my question on this whole thing. Does it actually like affect the way that YouTube is like the way that content is created? Like, does it actually
Yes.
affect these big YouTubers?
Because
And
people
if
are
so,
pandering.
like, what kind of ways?
Yes, because like now big people are pandering to easy, like, clickbait for kids kind of content. Like, have you seen this stuff with the glowing knife? The glowing knife cuts this thing.
Oh,
It's
man.
everywhere because little kids are like, "Whoa, dude, that looks cool." Like,
Well,
just really gullible
it's
people
like-
that think that's actually gonna happen.
I swear it's like
Are any-
kids and then like 10-year-old boys that are like, ooh, titties, you know. And
Yeah, that kind of stuff too. If there's, I mean, that's been going on for pretty much ever.
that's
Yeah.
but-
Zoe Burger.
Yeah, yeah, like people like Zoe Berger and other YouTubers like her are really profiting off of these little kids that are like, they don't know where else to go, so they gotta go to YouTube.
Wait, are actually people like looking up like porn on YouTube?
Yeah,
What?
I tried when I was younger.
I did too.
I'm sure people
mean-
do.
Oh man, but
I mean,
isn't
it's
it
not
like
like I was-
blocked or whatever?
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, it's not like
If you
really
label it
can get
educational, you can get some pretty bad stuff past the.
Yeah, people get away
Yeah,
with
but
some
not-
stuff.
stuff. Not to
but-
like the point where you'd see on like porn like sites.
No, not.
Is
like
it just
that.
like
No,
a girl like
just like-
dancing? Is it like a
That
stripper kind of
can.
thing?
I don't.
I think that can get away with, as long as it doesn't show anything.
Well,
I think.
I'll tell. I know what gets past. I don't know how to phrase it though.
I know for
Check.
for a fact that like people who do the educational breastfeeding stuff and stuff like that, like they aren't actually trying to be educational. They're trying to get them clicks.
Well, and I
Someone
knew
sent me a
this-
link to a Brazilian wax.
Well,
It
I
was,
knew this.
like uncensored.
What?
Oh, okay.
No.
I knew this one account on Instagram, and it was like that breastfeeding one where it's just like it's like, I'm so proud to be a strong mom, and it's just
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, that's not what you're getting at here.
you're also wearing lingerie panties. I see. Glad you could include that too. You know, like
That's how you get away with stuff.
like Come on, dude.
Oh, I'm so strong. Don't look at my private parts, which are showing in this picture, but I'm so strong.
I'm a strong, independent woman.
I'm not an object.
Yeah.
This is getting a little low-key sexist, but
Yeah,
I mean, people are
Yeah,
doing
okay.
it.
Yeah, I'm not saying all women do. I'm just
Okay.
Alright,
kids.
So
Kids on
let's
YouTube.
get on to the topic about mob mentality. I think
Yeah,
that kind
this
of ties
connects.
in with
It
kids.
does connect. We've been seeing it specifically 2016. It's been worse than ever. Basically, the idea of mob mentality or herd mentality or hive mind. There's like a million different terms for it. It's just basically sheeple. Yeah, that's another one. Just basically people who don't really think for themselves. Usually kids. They just listen to what they're told and go do it. And we've been seeing that a lot this year, like specifically with a lot of Leafy fans. Because Leafy
Yeah,
fans
with
are
the whole
very young.
bring it back to the
They're
beginning of
IDAPS
the year
fans,
with the
yeah.
whole Tommy and C thing. You know,
Yeah.
where Leafy
Yeah.
made that video on Tommy and C, and all these kids were like, "Oh,
Kill yourself,
kid."
you awkward
yeah."
piece of something, and then
And he
oh
ended
yeah,
up-
he's autistic. Okay, you didn't even know that.
Ah,
And
Yeah.
these kids like they listen, or even if they don't, like even if Leafy didn't specifically say go attack this person, he usually doesn't, but he's calling them out. They go and find them, and then they go and just attack that person, and it's like really a problem.
And these comments are like actually just unnecessarily mean. Like it's actually
Mhm.
crazy just how bad this is. And to like people who have like mental disorders, like that's just terrible.
Yeah, these
Because
like
you never
kids,
know how far that's gonna go for them.
I feel like just like kids on the internet, they don't think like on the other side of that comment there's an actual person reading it. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, here's just like this mindless insult calling you a faggot, and
that's true.
and they probably would never say that in real life to an actual person.
I've kind of just stopped looking at the comments at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just awful. YouTube comment section is just awful. It's so bad. And
What do you think
grammar too.
YouTube
Like, it
could
really
do
shows.
to fix that? What do you think YouTube could do to fix that?
I don't know. That's the problem.
That's
really don't know.
That's really the biggest thing. Is like,
You know what? I
Radio.
really like
we all
the
want YouTube to fix it, but what could they really do?
I really like the how the channel can like say like this is a good comment and it goes to the top. you
Yeah,
know?
that's a new feature. That's pretty good.
I really like that, and I feel like you should be able to. I don't know. I don't. Do you
At
think
the
they should
same
do
time,
like? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say at the same time they could like exploit that like and just make it so that like all of the bad comments can just completely disappear, you know. And it's like I don't want like bad comments in there, but I'm saying like all the
Hey.
comments that just make him rise, like just bring him to the top. Like with Leafy, like he needs that criticism. Or this is personally my opinion because I don't like Leafy like at all anymore. But
Mhm.
like he could just like exploit all this stuff when like I don't know where I'm kind of going with this, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Like he could just make himself
Leafy
rise to the
could-
top by putting all those good comments and stuff at the
Yeah.
top.
People have
Yeah.
done that before, but I mean that was a thing before too because you could just delete the comments.
Yeah, that's true.
Feinbergs were
You,
criticized of
you
doing that.
surround yourself with an echo chamber.
Yeah, during the
Well,
whole
even then-
Feinbros thing, I heard that they did that a lot. Not sure. I don't really know for sure, but
I don't know. I don't know like how much. Does the
Did you say they
comment
had a
section
reaction?
helps at all? Does it help
I say yes.
For smaller people, it's got a
for
nice.
smaller people?
Yeah, for
I
smaller
love
people.
getting good comments, but that's not very often.
What if like the YouTubers that are big, like once you hit a point, then you can go talk about it on the Reddit page. We don't need to see it on YouTube. What if they just
That's why I go to Reddit so I can have discussions
and
that I normally would in the comment section.
yeah, and then so they just do, like once you hit a max amount or not a max, but a certain amount of subscribers, it's just you don't get comments. Have a link to Reddit instead. I don't know.
Yeah, a problem with like if you want to actually criticize, like a smart criticism that isn't just like "F you, man," and be like, "Oh, I have a problem with this video because something."
Well, yeah, but
all of
if it's-
those mindless fans are gonna reply and just be like, "Oh, screw you, hater! You're just jealous," and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I feel like just flaming in general on the internet it's just such a dumb idea. I don't know if you guys like ever really flamed at anyone? Like over typing and it actually got
No.
somewhere good.
When not somewhere good, but when I was younger on YouTube, I feel like I did something like that more often.
Like I've almost started fights on Reddit, and like I'll have something typed out, and I think, what's the point?
Yeah.
I'm never gonna
Yeah.
meet this person, and what I'm talking about really doesn't matter.
And I just don't
And
think
is it
enough
actually
people
going to
actually
affect them?
understand that. Yeah.
And is it like actually going to affect them?
Yeah.
Like, is it going to make them think, oh, you know what I'm doing is wrong, I should stop? No, it's
Yeah.
not going to do that.
Exactly.
I'm
In a
just
perfect
remembering.
world.
I'm just remembering when I was younger. We used to go on Omegle, which is like this weird webcam. It's really shady website, and I wouldn't recommend it at all. But what we would do is just like go to people and just flip them off, and then start insulting them for no reason. Like we would just start fighting people
Troll.
on. But like, I feel like this same mentality is all the people in the YouTube comment section, just like
I
start fights with people for no reason.
I swear, like,
Yeah.
I can't tell if, like, they're trying to just get a rise out of you, like, you're just trolling, or if, like, you actually mean it. And I feel like people, like, when I read something, and if someone literally, like, commented on my crap, like, you guys are retarded, like, let's say, like, after we post this video, someone types out, you guys are retarded, worst channel ever, kill
Well, now
yourself.
you're asking for it.
Yeah,
No,
what
it's
you're
like-
asking for.
I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get that comment, I'm gonna be like, why is this person so mad at it? Like, what? Like, I don't even know if I care. Like,
What's going on in your life that you have to lash out on us?
yeah, like, and I don't know. I think people should just feel like that always, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, if it really upsets you, dude, there's this, like, cool thing on your mouse. I don't know if you guys know this. You can scroll.
Oh,
past
what?
it. Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah,
Wait, where is it?
It's,
I don't think
it's
I've ever.
it's that rolling thing on your mouse.
The
dude.
thing in the middle?
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa!
I know, dude.
I thought they just put that on there for looks.
Yeah, dude.
So it could look like a mouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember there was
sense.
this guy on my I have a video, a rake video. Me and Spencer did. If I don't know if you'd want to see it, but it's on my channel. It's called we saw the rake, or no, the rake sighting in my front yard. It's just a prank on the viewer kind of video where it makes it seem like it's supposed to be the rake creature, but it's actually just a rake, the gardening tool. I've gotten so many people just telling me to kill myself for doing that. Yeah, and it's just like, why? I had this one guy, like, for like an entire weekend until I ended up blocking him eventually, just insulting me after like hundreds of comments, just saying like how stupid I am, and like, it's like, if you guys want to get into actual black magic, I can help you. It was so weird. Like he started getting into some weird stuff.
This is like Mr. Black Darkness 22 or whatever.
Oh, man.
Some of that
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, that
It's kind of funny.
insane people on the internet, dude.
One thing
we
I
ready
do like about the comment sections, though, is the ability to leave big, long comments.
If anybody is the cancer in my comment section, it's this guy, Moses Brown here. He left the entire script for Star Wars Episode 2 in my comment section.
Dude, I don't know how you did that. I tried copying the entire chef script, and it took me actually like an hour to do all of it.
Dedication, dude. Dedication to being a Moses Brown. Alright, are we ready to move on?
Sure.
Okay, should we get into this Phi thing? You want to?
Okay. Do you guys know
So what
phi-
is it, Mika? We don't know anything about it.
Okay, so it's a Greek word, and It's kind of like pi. And you know how pi means 3.1459 blah 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 blah? All those numbers?
Yeah.
Phi is just another number, except it's a ratio. So it's 1 to 1.6 or 168.
Mm-hmm.
1 to 1.681. And it's the ratio for all of beauty. And
All of beauty?
all of beauty.
What?
So when
How
you
can you calculate booty?
I don't
beauty.
beauty.
How do you calculate?
I
The
don't
ratio of
understand. Well, because like if they took pictures of models, okay, with this phi thing, and if you do the ratio between their forehead to their eyes to their cheek to their chin to the bottom of their face, that's 1 to 1.1681. If you do it from like eye coordinations and your nose, it's the same thing. It's 1 to 1.161. Oh, hold on. And then it shows up in architecture. So the Greeks, once they realized this number, they started building all of their pillars 1 to 1.1681, and their rectangles out of the Parthenon, right? Yeah. And they did that out of the phi. I'm going to say phi instead of 1.11681 because it's hard to say over and over again. And then, and you can do it for paintings too. So when you look at the painting of the one by Van Gogh, and it's the nighttime. Starry Night. It's all phi. There's phi all over the place with the weird tree thing, to the city, to the stars, to the moon, like all of it's there. And then the other most selling painting is the Japanese one with the wave crashing down. Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
I
think so.
Rings a bell.
Anyway, that one is phi, and it's the code for beauty. It's pretty interesting.
That's weird.
Yeah,
pretty weird.
Do you think that? Go ahead.
It's almost like our brains are like have calculators in them to like this number.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
For real.
That's pretty strange. Like we would never really think about that.
How did I wonder how like someone would have thought of that though?
I think what it was the Parthenon. So I think a philosopher was just looking at the Parthenon and was like, what a beautiful piece of art, an art fag. And
hey man,
sorry. I mean, if you like art, cool, okay, but I mean, if you're really going to go into the math of art, come on. And so he did all the calculations for it, and he found this ratio, and he was just like, phi. And then he realized it was in tons and tons and all this other crap, and then it got repicked up by Leonardo da Vinci. And when he wrote it down is when that's where we get most of our information. But when Leonardo wrote it down, he was talking about the Greeks. And that's the guy with his painting or drawing of the guy with the square and the circle. He's got 4 arms.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. The square to the circle is a phi. The ratio between a side to a radius, so that they're both equal in area.
It's like some conspiracy stuff right there.
Yeah, it's pretty conspiracy. I'm not saying it's perfect beauty.
It's
there are
the Vitruvian Man.
Yeah, the Vitruvian Man. Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone wants to look it up.
So basically, just screw beauty's in the eye of the beholder because our eyes are really looking for a calculation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of the Fibonacci spiral.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff's weird.
Yeah, and it's just weird codes that just happen all over the place. Is it kind of like? I remember when I first heard this, it was like really disturbing to me, and that I'm stuck with this code, and no matter what I do, I've either fit the code or not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like yourself?
Yeah, myself. And then when I draw things and they don't match very well with other stuff, I start to think about like the phi code and
Should I be using this?
I don't know. Yeah, should I be pulling out a ruler and doing this? Like I don't, or should I leave it organic? You know, but
Honestly, I think it would kind of be better to like kind of estimate it and not go like completely perfect. I don't know.
yeah, that's true.
That's just me.
That's true.
And in the end, it just kind of goes down to like beauty is. I mean, if it's like that, but it's kind of like it's a thing if you let it be a thing. Kind of, I feel like it's kind of like
It's not real until you name it, kind of thing.
yeah, for sure. Like it's someone's only beautiful if you think they're beautiful, you know. And same with like architecture and stuff. Like you can look at it's like with like modern art. Some people are like, "Wow, that's amazing. That's so all this stuff." And there's other people that are like, "Wow, that's
a
just
toilet."
yeah, it's a toilet."
That's not. You're not wrong. But they're actually like that's a thing. There's this
And
urinal.
it's kind of like it's what it's what it goes to. It just some people I don't know. It's just beauty is beauty if you think it's beauty. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. But like, you have to admit though that there are things that you look at and you're like, "That's beautiful," and then you look at another thing and you want to say it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's like
slanted a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when I look at my paintings, I'll see some that are like good, and then I'll be like, "Oh, what the frick is this? Hello?"
Well, and it's even like I'm trying to think. Like when you look at two paintings, right? And then one is just a Danish one. Okay, sorry, doing a thing. The Danish were really good at just painting. They did really good paintings of just beautiful women. They also did just random crap. Like, this is a girl with a purple earring. There you go. That's their title of their painting. Girl with purple earring.
Yeah.
Boy with pipe.
Anyway, and so when you look at those paintings, you're like, yeah, she's beautiful, right? But then you look at a painting of like Aphrodite, and you're like, dang, that's like actually beautiful. And then you look back at the other one, and you're like, yeah, that's still pretty. It's not.
That's pretty.
Yeah, you know, but it's not beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what. And those codes is what makes that line in our mind is what some mathematicians have found. But
yeah, it's really interesting. It's pretty interesting to think that there's like a code for that kind of stuff.
It's kind of disappointing in a way. It's like we're just computers. We're just computers.
It makes you think like, what else does life have a code for? You know?
Yeah.
If like everything if our brain is just like made to decipher codes, like it's just kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
About.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty strange. Anything else?
How are we doing on time?
We at 33.
33?
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what else do you guys want to talk about?
Should I talk about Australian bees real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get into that.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
What is so special about an Australian bee compared to an American bee?
Okay. I don't actually know the name of it. And I'm sorry. Okay. But there are these bees, and they're fat. They're like big bumblebees.
Which one?
And they hibernate. You're fat, Jared. And and they hibernate. And the reason why they're so funny, I think, to me anyway, is that as soon as spring comes around, all the males get up and they battle to the death in order to get like the mate, because there's a lot of males to females. There's more males to females. So they do this battle and they sit and roll around and they just sit and kill each other. And then there'll just be this huge massacre for like 2 days and all these dead bees all over the place. And then the females, they're all, because they roll around and they get kind of in these orgies, unfortunately for them. And so like they finally recover from the battles. And then they just get up and they just live a normal life and there's no males left because they all kill each other.
I guess it's that time of the year again. Pull that knife.
Yeah. Could you imagine, dude? That was your whole life. Just like you sleep and you grow up in this little hole, and then you get up and then you fight to the death, so you can do it with the girl real quick, and then you die anyway afterwards. Like,
April knife.
That's the saddest life ever. Like,
just
that sucks.
yeah.
It's like it's kind of weird because like we think about our lives and then we think about like animal lives. Some animals have the weirdest lives. Like salmon, they like freaking go upstream and it's like the most like intense freaking workout ever. They're like it's so intense to the point they get up there and die. Like that's how they go up to do it with a girl and then they die. How weird is that, dude?
It reminds me, or even like whales,
How
and they go across the whole Pacific Ocean, right? And then they just are like, "Hi, honey," and then they have one of them, right? Will go all the way just to boost one up, so that they don't sink while they're doing it, and that's his only role.
It's weird, like animal instinct. Like they just have,
Yeah.
they
And it's
just
just-
need to reproduce for some reason.
Well-
Even if they don't care about the rest of their life at all. That they don't even have a rest of their life. That is their life.
Well, and then do
Yeah.
you think like?
Like
They
what's the
live to
point?
reproduce.
Well,
They
then
have
do
to
you think that
reproduce.
it separates? Is that the separation between us and animals? Is this kind
We
of
have
sense that
the consciousness that there's more to life.
than just let's do it, and I'm not going to starve, and my kids aren't going to starve, kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like there are animals like that though.
There are,
Like
yeah,
when we're
not all animals.
like
are
cats and dogs. A lot of cats and
Obviously.
dogs are like that. Like
Yeah, but you can
But
you
even
can
still,
make
then
it
they're-
related. Yeah, you could say like this dog, it's only wanting to love me, so that I pick it to have kids, so it can have puppies. Right?
But they still have a little more, like dogs and stuff. They can play, and
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
there's a little
have-
more to that. But it is still similar. And I guess then so are we. We're still similar,
Yeah,
just not as much. Like that's not our only thing, obviously.
All it boils down to really is we got a lucky turn in evolution and we gained sentience.
wow, you're
There's-
saying evolution's the real deal, huh?
All right, battle time.
No, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
guys. It's spring.
I was getting ready to start.
We can
No.
probably have an
We-
entire podcast on that.
Yeah.
We could do a special, dude. That'd be good.
Yeah.
No,
There's
I'm
this
not
weird-
gonna, I'm not gonna
without
say my
creating a-
beliefs, I'm not.
Without creating a debate, where do you guys stand
I don't want to say.
I stand.
What was
Nowhere.
where do we stand?
I
on that?
sit.
on
I
evolution?
I don't know.
say-
I don't know about the whole, the amoeba to the fish to the whole thing, but I think that
Is your
Every-
uncle a
ev-
monkey?
no.
That's what we're asking.
Why we still got monkeys?
Yeah.
Anyway, every once in a while, nature throws in a weird trait, and if it's helpful, it gets passed on, and if
Yeah.
it's not, then you die. That's a fact for sure, but I don't know about everything else.
Do you want to apply it to humans too, or no? Or did we come from space?
Come from space. We're all aliens.
Actually, you know what? I did read all the 2001: A Space Odyssey books. But actually, there's a giant black pillar that came from Jupiter that pushes evolution along.
That's a weird but interesting movie or book.
There's 4 books. There's 4 of them.
It's crazy.
They're really
What about you, Jared? I already know. But what about you?
On evolution?
Yeah.
Pretty similar to Dawson. I think that we haven't always been human things because there is evidence of the Australopithecus. Have you ever heard of the Australopithecus?
No.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it just
a
a
it's
Neanderthal kind of?
yeah, before Neanderthals though. It's like a kind of monkey, kind of human thing, and we have skeletons of those and stuff like that. So it's like, where did that come from? I definitely think that we definitely.
Why we
evolved
still
from
got monkeys?
Why we still got monkeys then, Jared?
Why we still got monkeys? Because I don't know.
It's a
Jared doesn't get the
term.
meme.
It's a
Jared
tree
doesn't get the
brain.
meme.
I think
They
that
don't die.
before, like, I think that there was some sort of common ancestor, and it evolved in two different ways. Like some went
like a
monkey.
branch in a tree.
Yeah, some went monkey way. Others went human.
Well,
And
and
poor
the
monkeys
monkeys
get
that
the
we have
upper
now
hand.
aren't the same as.
That's true.
What am I trying to say?
Well,
Yeah,
what if
even
the monkeys came from us? Like somebody was like, "No, screw you guys. I'm gonna go live in the jungle."
Yeah.
I
Now they're
really doubt
monkeys.
that.
You know what's a really weird concept? It's actually the evolution of dogs. Like, you just look at it now and look at a Chihuahua, and it's like that evolved from a.
From a wolf? Yeah,
It's so weird. I don't understand.
that is really weird.
I've got a problem with selective breeding in dogs, though. Like pugs, like those things
Yeah.
would never. So in the evolution I was describing, where a new trait comes in, and if it's helpful for the animal, it goes on, and if it's not, it dies. Like a pug, with how small it is, and it can't breathe, and
How
everything,
stupid
it would have died. Like, and
Is
that
that-
trait would have never been passed on. But since we like the trait, we've selectively bred it, and now we've just got a ton of these things that can't breathe and are really dumb.
And
But
a
they're cute
lot of
at
people,
the same time.
that's the
They-
problem. People
they-
want it because it's cute, but we're actually like putting them through horrible pain.
Are they?
Yes. a
Are
lot
they?
of them die from brain problems because their brain doesn't even fit in their skull.
Pit bulls, not pit bulls, bulldogs overheat.
Yeah.
Like they can't cool themselves.
So you're not in favor of genetic engineering, neither. Then
If
To-
we're going
to
for
a certain
cute factor,
extent.
if we're going for cute factor, then no, that's not a good idea.
what if
you're
we're
just doing
going
it
for
to-
soldier factor? Like now, I can have 40 of me kill you, Jared. Hunt you down and take you out.
Bring
Yeah,
it on,
come
dude.
kill me, man. Come kill me, Miko. I'm ready.
That's just an example, okay? I'm not saying I want
Genetic
to kill you.
engineering in people?
What, like Gattaca, where like all the like cancer and like Alzheimer's and stuff is taken out before the babies.
Yeah, but what about those first
Born?
clones
That
have
would
to go?
definitely be a good thing.
Yeah, but what about those first clones that have to go through it and now live through all this life and scientific torture?
Yeah, that's the ethical problem. Like,
Yeah,
and that's
no,
why we don't do it.
we could get a lot done with science if we would just throw ethics out the window.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we have this little thing called sympathy
What's that?
and emotions.
No.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. it's
Emotions for the weak.
for real.
If we were all just Hitler, the world would be a better place.
Unfortunately, dude. Yeah, come on. I mean,
Come on, Hitler. Why couldn't you spread your genes more, bro?
yeah, come on.
That's
Genghis
love.
Khan did it, dude. What's wrong with you, dude?
I know.
Genghis Khan.
Dude, I read somewhere that like 70% of people in
Are
that part of
related
the
to
world
Genghis Khan.
are related to Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's theories too that he was originally a redhead, and that's why
Uh-huh.
redheads still exist
Oh,
outside of
no.
Ireland.
Oh no, not me. I've been taken, boys.
Because Genghis Khan just went out and had like 50 kids, and it just spread the redhead genes across Russia
Oh.
over there. So and then it came into Germany, of course. So.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's a theory though. I don't really agree with that one. I think it was just Ireland.
Well, we really branched off of African bees to Genghis Khan.
Good.
African.
Australian bees.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
What's the difference, right?
Well, yeah. True.
But we are coming up on that 45 minutes, so I think we should start wrapping it up. You got anything to say,
Okay.
Moses, our humble guest?
Thanks for having me on. I had a good time.
Yeah, thank me.
Yeah, you too do.
Thank me harder.
No, I'm just kidding.
Subscribe to.
Now get out of.
No,
get out
get
of
the
our
fuck
show.
out.
All right, ban him from the chat.
Yeah, good. I'm moving here, Moses. Goodbye.
He actually all right, bring him back. Bring him back.
All right, I'll bring him back. Hey, welcome
Hey.
back. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start wrapping this up. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a fun episode. Had a lot of good discussion.
Don't forget to leave any suggestions or any stuff in the comments.
Yeah, if you got any ideas for us, throw it down there. We'll be happy to address your inquiries, whatever that word is.
We should probably start saying that at the beginning.
Yeah. How many people
I don't know
are
how
here?
many people actually watch till the end of these.
They hear you wrapping up and they just stop listening.
I'm like, bye! Yeah.
Well, even if you're a
somebody-
little kid still watching this, dude, and you want to put your idea, like, talk about Keemstar still, it's like, we'll talk about Keemstar, dude. We can do it.
Make sure you put your age with your.
Yeah. There's an age limit. I mean, no, there's not an age limit. We'll very consider everyone's thing.
I'm only 8 years old and I listen.
You
must be important.
Age 9. Skip.
Skip.
You can say
And remove comment.
you can say fake and gay. We'll still address it, dude.
Yeah, we'll address it. We'll address fake people and gay people. We'll do it.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a meme, and leave a keem. We'll see you next time.
Dull and dark.
Hey,
Subscribe
next
to
team.
Dull and Dark on YouTube.
Kill me.